What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing fantastic today. And today I got another great tutorial for you guys. So today we're going to be talking about EQ. And I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite EQ moves to make your mix much more clean. So I'm going to be giving you all kinds of tips. I'm going to be teaching you guys about the low end, how to clean up your low end, how to clean up the mid-range, and how to even clean up the high end. So I really don't want you guys to miss out on these tips, so make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I mean smash it. Smash that subscribe button so you guys do not miss a thing. Turn on likes, hit that like button, and I mean smash it. And make sure you turn on notifications so you guys do not miss a thing. Alright? Also, make sure you leave comments down below. I love to read what you guys have to say. I can't wait to read all of your guys' comments. You guys are awesome. You make my life awesome every single day because you leave the most awesome comments on my channel. Alright? So, let's jump into today's video. I know you guys are going to enjoy it, and these mixing tips will really help you guys out to understand an EQ and getting a much tighter, cleaner mix. Let's jump in. Here we go. Also guys, before I forget, make sure you go ahead onto Instagram, look me up at Golden Productions, okay? On Golden Productions on Instagram, I post photos that are new videos that are going to be coming up so you guys can get a head start so that you know what new videos are coming up, okay? Also, on there, I will be going live so you guys can see and chat with me and ask any questions that you guys want to know on recording and mixing. You don't want to miss out on that. So I will make sure I let you guys know when I'll be going live so you guys can hop onto Instagram, chat with me, ask me any questions you guys want to know about recording and mixing, and I will answer them for you. Okay? And make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you guys do not miss a thing. Alright? Now, let's jump into the video. Here we go. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to be teaching you about EQ. And I'm going to be giving you guys a few tips to clean up your mix and to make it a lot tighter, a lot wider, and just make your tracks sound better, okay? So, the first thing I'm going to show you is a high-pass filter. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to use a high-pass filter correctly. Now, the way to use a high-pass filter correctly is not to just put a high-pass filter on your tracks and roll it off until it sounds good, right? So, what I want to do today is just the first EQ move is just to show you how to use it correctly. And what I'm going to be doing is actually showing you how to high-pass filter a kick drum. Now, you might be asking me in the comments down below, why are you going to use a high-pass filter on a kick drum? Well, there's a few reasons. The few reasons is because to get rid of the rumble down below. But you also might be asking me, you're going to get rid of all the low end. No, I'm not. I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? So, we're going to go into our kick drum that we have in our song here, and we're going to show you how to actually clean up that low end and getting it nice and clean so you don't hear any of that rumble down below, okay? So, let's go into it. Here we go. So, here in Logic, we're going to go up to our kick drum here, and here's our kick drum, and the first thing we're going to do is open an EQ. So I'm going to go down to my plugins here, and I'm going to open up a Waves EQ, and we're going to open up a 2-band here. Now the 2-band EQ is fantastic. This is one of my favorite EQs that comes with Waves. You can go download it at waves.com. I'll leave a link in the description down below for you guys, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do an EQ. Alright, so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click on high pass. Now, I'm going to actually roll this off to 100. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to roll it off up there all the way, okay? So we're going to go up to 100 frequencies. So let's type in 100 here. Now, it's at 100 hertz. Now, what do you think that's going to do? Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think that's going to do. It's going to roll off all of the low end in your kick drum. You don't want that. The key to using a high pass filter on a kick drum is to only roll it off a tiny bit. Now, you just want to roll it off about, I would say, 40 hertz. So what you want to do is actually, the trick to doing it is to bring your high pass filter, bring it up slowly, and then once you start to hear you losing the kick drum, back it off. And that's how you know that you're not going to lose too much of that low end in your mix. Alright? So that's the first trick for you guys. Alright guys, so the next tip I'm going to show you is another drum EQ move. Now this drum EQ move is going to be in the mid-range for you guys, okay? And it's in the 500 hertz range to 600 hertz. Now, this is an EQ move that's going to help you clean up those mid-range frequencies that sound muddy, just nasty, and they just don't sound good, okay? So check it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a snare drum here. We're going to grab an EQ. We're going to use the same EQ here, okay? So, but we're going to use a different one, but the same one. So this one has 6 bands in it, okay? So what we're going to do is actually, we're going to find 500 hertz in the mid-range. So we're going to type in 500 hertz in the mid-range. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to boost that. Now what you want to do is actually just go around and sweep around your frequency spectrum until you find a nasty sound. Now, cutting out 500 hertz to 600 hertz on your drums is really going to clean up your drum mix, because 500 hertz to 600 hertz on drums sounds really bad. And if you cut that frequency out when you find it, it just brings your drums to a whole new level. So, find the frequency that's bad and you're going to cut it out. And what you want to do is actually do this on every single one of your drum tracks, because it's going to just clean them up completely, because in that range it just is a nasty frequency that sounds bad and you just don't want it. So find the frequency, cut it out, and it will sound a whole lot better. That was tip number 2 for you guys. Alright guys, the next tip I'm going to show you guys is actually a vocal tip. Now this is a cool technique because it's actually an effect that you can use on your vocals. So I don't have a vocal track recorded, so I'm actually just going to do it on the kick drum just to demonstrate it for you guys. So what you pretty much need is an EQ, and we're going to use you pretty much need a 3-band EQ, but we're going to grab a 4 here. So the frequencies, the bands that you don't need are just 1, and you don't need this one around 2K. So we're actually going to take that one out. So what you want to do is actually add a high pass filter. So we're going to add a high pass filter here. Then what you want to do is on your high range, you want to add a low pass filter. Sorry about that. Low pass filter, there we go. And then the next thing you want to do is add a mid-range, and what you want to do is just boost this mid-range and just make it a little wider so that you get this shape that you're looking for. And then what you just want to do is play around with these bands until it sounds like a nasal sound, okay? And what you can do is use this effect in like the bridge of your song, or you can use it in like a breakdown that sounds really cool. And it just gives it like a nasal sound. So if you're doing like techno music or hip hop, this would be a cool effect to use. Okay? There was tip number 3 for you guys. Alright guys, and the last tip I'm going to be showing you guys is an EQ move called EQ carving. If you guys haven't seen my video on EQ carving, I'll leave a link down in the description down below for you guys, okay? So, oh, and by the way, that last EQ move before this one was called the telephone effect, okay? I also did a video on that, okay? So make sure you go check it out. Okay, so this EQ move is very cool, okay? Because it's going to separate your frequencies if you have a doubled track. So let's say you have a double guitar track. You can actually make them sound double and separate from each other to make them wider. So it's called EQ carving. So let me show you how it works. Okay, so what you want to do is, I'm actually going to demonstrate this one on a piano. So what you want to do is just grab an EQ, and we'll grab a 6-band here. And what you want to do is, I'm just going to demonstrate this really fast for you guys. So what we're going to do is, we're actually going to boost, let's boost 200 hertz. So we're boosting 200 hertz here. And then what we're going to do is, we're actually going to cut to 50 hertz. 50 hertz. And we're actually going to cut that down. Okay? So now we have a boosted EQ move and we have a cut EQ move. So what we're going to do next actually is, we're going to grab another EQ here. We're going to grab the same one. And what we're going to actually do is do the opposite as we did over here. So as you can see over here, we have a boosted EQ move, and since that is boosted, what we're going to do over here is grab the same band at 200 hertz, and we're going to cut that. So as you can see, we're swapping them. Now over here is cut. So what are we going to do over here on the other one? We're going to boost. So what we're seeing is, we're actually just swapping the frequencies. So what this actually does is, it makes your tracks wider, and it makes them a lot more space, so that you guys can get those other instruments in your mix so you can hear them more. So if you have a doubled tracked guitar, what it does is, it makes the guitar on the left wider, and it makes the other guitar on the right wider. So it brings them out so that you can place your other instruments in the middle. This is all EQ moves that you guys have got to learn about mixing. So this tip has really helped. So I actually learned this tip from Graham Cochran at the Recording Revolution. So make sure you go check him out too. I actually learned this from him. Alright, so this was the last tip for you guys. If you guys have any questions about EQ, make sure you leave a comment down below. I will be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Make sure you go look me up on Instagram, follow me at Golden Productions. The photo that you guys will see on my Instagram page will be the same photo as I have on my YouTube channel, okay? Also, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and turn on notifications so you guys do not miss a thing whenever I post a new video. You guys are awesome. You've made my life awesome. Alright? and I will see you guys in the next video. I will see you guys then. See ya.